And I'm actually pretty sure... excuse me. And I'm actually pretty sure that that particular activity, Michael, is out of the question for the Space Marines. I don't actually think they can. I think it was addressed in the lore at some point. Whether the equipment is just gone, or if it's just the desire that's gone. I don't know if it ever clarified which one of those is actually taking effect. You know, because the Imperium, especially the Space Marines, even the new Marines, I'm pretty sure they remove shit that they don't think are useful for their new job. I think we're good here. Let's end the turn. Then, you know, my biggest reason against ever wanting to be a part of that faction, Space Marines, would be, yeah, is kind of the indoctrination and the mind, you know, not mind control, but, yeah, brainwashing. I'd slightly consider the Inquisition if, you know, they weren't all just a bunch of dicks. But then again, Vale isn't that bad.
Belial 4 once knew are long behind it, destroyed a millennia ago by the onset of chaos. Yet it remains almost holy ground for the alien Eldari.
Oh, that's a lot of their fucking ships.
This now barren waste as a jewel within their star-spanning empire.
That a craft world? The hell? Okay, I don't have the forces to attack a damn craft world. Weren't those guys brainwashed to a slight extent as well? Like, not as bad, obviously, as modern era Marines, but yeah. Well, I mean, there have been helpful Inquisitors in other novels. Okay, one more turn and those guys can do their thing. Let's see, I'm trying to remember the names of some of the useful ones. I know there was one in the Gaunt's Ghosts that wasn't that bad. And here we are. Give me my Avengers back. Give me a Avenger back. Son of a... We're gonna be here for a while. Although, Scaris has some systems that can give me some more troops. Oh shit, yeah they do. Yeah, just one really. Ooh, this place can get upgraded. Okay. Yeah, trying to rebuild that fleet's gonna take a little while. Alright, let's murder the pirates, shall we? Take Qualoth deep. I mean, sure, let's do this. I don't even remember what's in the 4th Bastion battle fleet. From the most part, that would be that timeline. From the Heresy, most of them at the time of the Heresy didn't think he was a god.
Understood. Collision protocols active. Heading acknowledged.
Then again, you know, even the ones from the Heresy era, like the Primarch, Guilliman, is still to an extent kind of leery of some of those, anything to do with the Traitor Legions, even if they weren't present. Like, he still very much is against giving Cawl access to the, what's it called? Giving Cawl access to the DNA from the Traitor Legions before they went Traitor. When in all logic, those should be fine to make Primaris from those.
Emperor. Underway.
But even he's like, yeah, no, that's not a good idea. Which kind of doesn't fit with the rest of his personality, if you think about it.
Fury interceptors in flight. Targeting enemy vessel.
Because, yeah, imagine if you're going to go...
Changing course.
Like, if you're going to go ahead and bring that particular Primarch back, who's like talking about, oh, I don't like superstition and all this.
Coordinates acknowledged.
You know, true, but there were a lot of people from those
Course engaged.
Traitor Legions who stayed loyal. So we can presume that the DNA as a whole probably didn't get modified. Well, I mean, I don't trust Cawl at all either. I was just talking about... Like, I'm all on board with not giving Cawl what he wants. I'm just saying it seems odd that Guilliman bitches and moans about how the Imperium is all, like, superstitious and shit, and then doesn't seem to be thinking logically or rationally about stuff like, you know, potential use of those gene pools and gene seeds.
Enemy sighted.
That's all I was getting at.
Starhawks loaded and sent. Teleportarium vectors calculated. Engaging target.
Welcome, Kismaki, welcome.
Targeting enemy vessel.
Ah, so we got a few mutinies going on here.
Report success. Engaging.
Like, yeah, I could see, for example, what's his name? What's his name? Russ, for example. That particular Primarch going, yeah, no, we ain't fucking with that. You know, being superstitious and really suspicious about the gene seeds. But not the one that they kind of prop up as being, like, rational and all that shit, you know what I mean?
For the Emperor.
Like, I think it would have made a lot more sense for...
Engaging target.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, is like, Russ would be like, yeah, no. You know, because the original legions went traitor, you know, their genes must be corrupt. But for Guilliman to act that way just seems out of character.
Damage teams, begin repairs now.
You would think for, like,
Engaging target.
Guilliman, what would make more sense would have been him going, okay, look, I don't know if it's corrupt, but it might be corrupt, so maybe do some tests first.
Underway. Coordinates acknowledged.
You know, maybe just look into it instead of just outright going, nah, those motherfuckers are
For the
corrupt.
Emperor.
Yeah, basically what Black Condor said, as well as a discussion as to why it seems a little weird that that Guilliman, who's supposed to be really rational, is against using the gene seeds from that they have stored up from the old Traitor legions.
Starhawks loaded and set. Engaging target.
Alright, let's just smack the shit out of this ship and be done with this guy. Take our system. That is very true, Kismaki. That is very true. All the Primarchs are insane in their own ways. They were essentially responsible for waking him up, Michael. What in particular? I don't know, is that actually true anymore, Antaeus? Because, like I said, not all of the members of the particular legions fell to chaos. Some of them stayed loyal. So I don't know that we can just say that if Chaos has the Primarch, they can corrupt the gene seed automatically. Okay, let's see. Can't take any more ships for now. So we gotta wait a little bit before we can replace the Daka fleet. Yes, go along and weaken each other so I can take your systems. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep, and then you even have, like, even now where some of the Primarchs have fallen to chaos almost completely, and they still have members of their, you know, legions who are like, you know what? Fuck you and fuck chaos. I mean, they're not loyalists by any measure of the imagination, but they also don't serve chaos. Man, 40k, this conversation just drives home how convoluted 40k actually is, doesn't it? Okay. Let's grab another Avenger. Actually, I'm going to move their range out to 9,000 now that I've got that new upgrade. Because this is no longer accurate, where my accuracy at medium range is 60%. Get back to 9. Okay, these guys are ready for the next mission. He needs to go rejoin his fleet. So, yeah. Gonna go through, make sure none of these are experiencing an invasion currently. Good. Okay, to the next system. I do remember you mentioning that, yes. Alright, I think we're ready to tackle this. Good. Ah, Celis, that's where we wanted to move on next. You three. Since they were so kind as to open a path for you, let's send some ships in here to murder our way through these guys. I mean, I would say for me, why I think Guilliman makes sense as the one to come back, why it doesn't bother me that Guilliman was the one to come back, is that when you consider what his specialty was, logistics, keeping track of shit, organization, building, politics, all that crap was kind of his specialty. It makes sense to have Guilliman come back first because he'd be the one that could actually be most effective at rebuilding a fucked up Imperium. True, but they did say that not a single one of the other Primarchs had his ability to keep track of and basically read and process information and do just all of this shit.
Underway.
Well, I mean, they also did say that
Hold course.
if it makes you feel better about the Ultramarines as perfect poster boys, they did point out that Guilliman would probably get his ass
Moving to
handed to him
position.
by most of the other Primarchs if they fought. So basically,
To
if
where
there was
we are
ever a
needed.
desk jockey Primarch, it'd be Guilliman.
Prepare for impact.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there is a reason Ultramar did
Engines
last
engaged.
as long as it did. And, well, has, I should say. It's not
Initiate
gone or
targeting
anything.
protocols.
Yeah, and that certainly helped. But it's also his little
Enemy in
genetic
sight.
augmentation that made him into a, you know, made him into basically a
Main
human
batteries
computer.
fire.
Oh, demigod computer.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment. Enemy in sight.
Now, what I would love to see, and unfortunately,
Obliterate that target.
I don't think it's going to happen. But what I would love to see is some of these other Primarchs, some of the other Primarchs show up, like Russ, like Khan, and basically have somebody, even if, especially if it's his own
Strike quickly, brothers.
chapter, basically go,
Repositioning.
hey, welcome back. You know, it'd been useful if you hadn't fucked
I'm
off
listening.
when we needed you the most, just saying.
Full speed. Give us purpose.
You know, I would love that to be a thing that happens.
It will be destroyed. Where shall we strike?
It's like, oh, you went and hunted shit in the warp? Great.
Rearm.
So while you were off doing shit like that,
Feel our might.
you know, we were barely surviving back here, so
Underway.
thanks.
Show us the enemy. Moving to position.
Well, I'm just talking about all of the Primarchs who are basically like, I'm gonna go on this quest, I'm gonna go hunt
That is impossible.
the enemy, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna do this,
Where
I'm
we
gonna
are
do this.
needed.
And it's like,
Purpose.
you know shit's going down in the Imperium, we could really use you now rather than have you guys run away to do some other shit.
Initiate targeting protocols. Boarding successful.
Like, I mean, how bitter do you think most of the Imperium would be if it's like, you know, things might not have been this bad if you fuckers had stuck around.
Engines engaged. Repositioning.
Everything's on fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Moving to position. Launch Thunderhawks. Successful teleport strike. Our wrath cannot
All right.
be denied.
Once we got in boarding range, there we go. Damn it, Michael. Okay. Up against Chaos now. And I mean, I really hope that when they bring any of the other Primarchs back, like Russ, for example, there is an actual story of like, no, I actually accomplished something that saved or helped the Imperium, rather than, you know, oh yeah, no, I was in there just fighting shit this whole time.
Engaging drive.
It's like, oh, okay. I think we'll just keep our distance.
The spirits obey.
Well, shit, he probably deserves the title more than the rest at this point. Let's come down here and let them come to us.
Rouse the engines.
Yeah, something like that. Even if it's not that big, like, hey, actually, there was some very powerful, like, demon shit in here that we actually locked away. It's like, okay, cool. Thank you for that.
Thruster routines active.
And I kind of like how they're handling it with the, you know, I kind of like what they're doing with the Ultramarines and Guilliman, in that not all of his Smurfs are happy with what he's doing or how he's treating them now that he's back. Shit like that. It's like, oh, okay. I kind of like that they're not basically giving the Primarchs, oh my god, it is the leader of our legion, it is our god made flesh type thing. He can do no wrong. Yeah, that just as planned thing with Abaddon and the 13 Crusades actually being successes is a bit annoying. Yeah, I gotta give you that. That is very much true. Now this basically just keeps traveling to the end of the map, doesn't it? I actually don't know if it does, but I'm gonna launch it anyway. True, but you gotta give the dude who was leading the Ultramarines credit. He kept shit together. Yeah, let's kill these first two. First group down.
Reloading.
Oh, this is gonna go right down that line. Well, I'll be damned. And I can do it again. Hit as many of these ships as we can. they've lost a whole lot.
With matchless efficiency.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hostile signature detected. Transition begun. Battle protocols engaged.
I also really like, I guess if you wanted to do some sane, some of the more sane ones. This may sound weird, but the Carcharodons are also sane, I would say.
The engines.
Yes, they've been fighting for a very long-ass time,
Holy on the
in
side.
basically their
Heal thy
own
wounded
eternal
servant.
crusade, but it's hints of a lot, or mentions it a lot in the
Engaging
books,
drive.
that they don't really buy into the whole... They don't buy into the whole Imperial cult shit. They do not worship the Emperor as a god. They don't recognize the Imperial cult. None of that. Let's see. Alright, let's unload. Well, let's get a little bit closer and take out their shields first.
Lock on target.
Optimal course set.
Oh yeah, completely safe. Okay. I like this ability.
Weapons calibrated.
And if nothing else, you gotta give Abaddon credit for the fact that he never gave in and accepted Chaos as his master as well. He's using them just as much as they're using him.
Machine spirit appeased.
Let's board this as much as we can before those shields come back online, like they just did.
Lightning strike successful.
And aren't the Chaos Gods somewhat competing, or is that the other dude from standard Warhammer Fantasy before it became that Age of Sigmar nonsense? Aren't they all competing for
Target on screens.
Abaddon?
Revere the Omnisire.
Because I think there was a bunch of lore about the gods in, like, Warhammer Fantasy were going after, like, competing to see who could claim ownership, I guess, over Archaon. Couldn't remember if that was the case with Abaddon as well, or if it was always Abaddon and I'm just mixed up. Oh man, they've allied with the Tau a lot, haven't they? Ah, okay. An official truce, gotcha. Alright, so yeah, we've pretty much claimed this entire system. I believe this is our next fight over here. Yes. Killing some Eldari. Purge the Xenos and all that. Well, yeah. Well, that and yeah,
With
I mean,
matchless efficiency,
it seems like all the factions make a mess and none of them
Transition
want to clean it
begun.
up. I mean, Jesus Christ. The Eldar basically wanted the humans to go extinct to save
Calculating
their own
vectors.
asses. And then they couldn't understand why the Imperium's like, well,
the spirits
why
obey.
the people they approached in the Imperium were like, fuck you. You know what? Let's start taking these things out. I think, no, they're too... Can I actually get 2 of them? I can. So yeah, let's start just killing these things. Oh wow, their shields held much better than I expected them to.
Rearm!
Okay. Rearming, so yeah, I have to move closer. My Nova Cannon's barely scratched those things. Oh hey, go ahead, rush forward. It's cool. Yeah, right there is good. And thank you for rushing in there and dying. 2 of them rushed through that fireball and died.
Engaging drive.
I
Hostile
mean, sure thing.
signature detected.
Hey, he's got
To serve
engines.
the Omnisire.
Take them away.
State your order.
Well, he got fucked over pretty
Optimal
hard.
set.
Oh, wow. That's a big one.
Hostile signature detected.
Enjoy what's about to happen to you, dude. Because I'm gonna...
Utter the canticles of battle.
Oh, no. Get back here, Iron Thorn. Nah,
Thruster
nah.
routines active. Machine spirit appeased.
See this dude's engines? Take him out. Everybody board this motherfucker.
The spirits obey. Calculating vectors. Hostile signature detected.
Sup, dude?
Does not compute.
A bunch of dudes that want to board your ship.
Matchless efficiency.
While I'm still murdering that. Oh, there go your engines. So you are now a sitting duck.
Target on screens.
Okay.
I am listening. Underway.
I'll give it a shot. Also, thank you. I appreciate it.
Receiving your order. Transition begun. Battle protocols engaged.
But yeah, I'll try to ram a stealth Eldari ship. I've done it before. But I'll give it a shot.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment.
Alright. Everybody just murder these and we're done. Well, with this system.
Boarding caused critical damage.
I mean, yeah.
Does not compute.
My dudes aren't exactly boarding for the hell of it.
Revere the Omniscient.
Okay. Now a drifting hull. So yeah, I love my Nova Cannon barrage, but I don't know. I am very torn between whether I like the Nova Cannon barrage more or the like 10 boarding actions within a second or two when I'm within range. I don't know. It's hard to pick a favorite in that situation. They knew what they were getting into when they boarded that ship, alright? Or they didn't and they were penal legions and we just don't care. Okay, you guys are recovered, right? Yes. Alright, let's go after the next chosen. Lord High Admiral's Spire's crew has identified and located a Chaos War Chief, the chosen of Abaddon Devrim Corda, also known as the Lord Purgator. This devious worshipper of Slaanesh is an old acquaintance of Spire, who defeated the Solar Admiral before he narrowly escaped death with the life-saving help of the Blood Angels. What Devrim Corda does to his enemies is unspeakable. He humiliates his victims and makes them suffer, taking indecent pleasure in their imploring screams. Spire has the chance to take his revenge and obliterate this perverse Chaos Adorer. You know, just once in a 40k game, I'd like to actually encounter or speak with or get a story thing related to, like, Bile. I think when you're part of a penal legion, there is a chance to one day no longer be part of the penal legion. Is this gonna be the same thing in all the Chaos missions? There's gonna be this shit connecting?
Admiral Spire, I knew you'd seek me out before long.
Obliteration is the only possible reward for villainy such as yours. This meeting was inevitable.
Why play so coy, Admiral? You were drawn to me, to the pleasures that only I can provide. Only I can sate your obsessions, your innermost desires.
Tear that vessel apart. I want that depraved monster blasted to ash. As you command.
Yeah, part of me thinks we should stay back here, but I know that that dude is gonna just stay back there himself. He's not gonna come towards us. Just remember, that is the easiest way to resist. Yeah, that is the easiest way to resist, is remember that once you go down that rabbit hole, Lord, is it
Course
going to get
engaged.
expensive.
Changing course.
It's like the easiest way to resist
Coordinates
buying
acknowledged.
Paradox games. It's like the base game is only the beginning.
Fury interceptors in flight. Understood.
Oh,
Engage engine red lines.
then again, the same could be said about like 40k as a hobby, let's be honest.
Heading acknowledged.
So, how long you gonna stay inactive, dude?
Setting course.
Oh, that's not long at all. It's the shield thing that sucks.
Underway. Heading acknowledged. Understood.
I mean, hell, what was the saying about
All
40k?
ahead full.
Better off developing a crack habit for your wallet?
We wait your command. Setting course.
Or that 40k actually just means how much you're about to invest in this?
Coordinates acknowledged.
Basically all of those.
Changing course.
Yeah.
Engaging engines.
Hey, I can't judge, man. I still look at my shelf and see... well,
Course
5
engaged.
Imperial Knights. All different variants that I bought for the express purpose of, hey, that would look cool on a shelf, and I just want to paint them. So yeah, I can't judge.
Underway. Setting course. Engaging
Okay, so my whole
engines.
fleet's about to get... oh, it disappears when they hit one of them. Okay.
Changing course.
What you got up here with you? Ooh, it would. Thank you kindly.
Understood.
Yeah, I actually loved, it was one of my favorite projects. I loved putting together the Imperial Knights and then painting them. And like I said, I'll probably never actually put them to use on the tabletop.
Enemy sighted.
Enemy sighted.
Enemy sighted.
So angry. So deliciously wrathful. I offer your deepest desires, and you repay
Okay.
me thus.
Your death is all I desire.
And to think I spared your life all those centuries ago. A thankless child you have proven.
Which one's his ship?
Spared me? I think not.
But I did.
It's the Fearless Rage,
Long
isn't it?
ago, in the wake of the Gothic War, I held my fire. Even then, I knew you would crawl to me, submit to me.
My soul is in the Emperor's charge.
You're getting
and
real
no others.
creepy. Okay, if you guys would turn around so I could get my Nova Cannons on track, please. So it's definitely him back here.
Ship ready.
Oh, crap. Well, either way, let's get these off. And, okay, Spire? Nope, too late. Let's do it.
Rearmament.
So it's not the one in the back. Okay, well, I'll try to kill the one in the front then. Ooh, yeah, that's a torpedo barrage I want to see. The sadistic glee is what it's called. Okay, which one is it? Not you. Not you. Not you. It's him.
We wait your command.
Yep, he wasn't the one in the back. Good catch, thank you.
Holy Omnisire, heal thy wounded servant.
Yep, hit that little cluster. And he's about to die. Alright, fuck off, dude. Back to work.
Order's vessel is destroyed. My congratulations.
I love how at this point it doesn't matter if we just fight in the middle of this because everybody's getting shut down in the middle of that.
For the Emperor. Heading
Alright.
acknowledged.
So you know what time it is.
Maximum burn.
It's time for some ramming speed.
Coordinates acknowledged. Changing course.
Alright. What's left to kill?
Targeting enemy vessel.
Oh, it looked like one of them got shut down pretty hard a second ago. Like he came to a stop when it hit him. Oh, I almost Nova cannoned my own ship.
Engaging.
Yeah, I can't really speak to how they actually play the Imperial Knights. I just thought they were really cool looking.
Target.
Like, I haven't played 40k the tabletop since, well, the Necrons were first introduced.
For the Emperor. Starhawks loaded and sent.
Oh, look at that.
Impossible.
Isn't that
Admiral.
convenient?
Focusing warsight.
Oh, he's dead.
Engaging
Okay,
target.
yeah, so it isn't affecting him. Okay. Ah, I see.
Your orders? Damage team, begin repairs now!
Ship ready.
Yeah. Send it up that way. I think they're still gonna miss,
We
though.
serve. Starhawks loaded and sent.
Or not.
Targeting enemy vessel. Ship ready. Understood.
Well, Spire wants to pay you a little visit. right there.
Engaging engines.
Nah, nah, nah.
Burn retros.
Then
Course engaged.
dead.
The sadistic glee is destroyed, High Admiral. The Lord Purgator's reign is ended.
Yes, it is.
As it should. And yet I cannot help but wonder. Did he speak truly? Did he save my life?
More fool him if he did, Lord High Admiral.
Perhaps. No. The Emperor was my deliverance that day. The angels of Baal his righteous hand. Corda's delusions are ended. That will suffice.
Very cool. You know, you would imagine at some point you would stop, you would just turn off the fucking radio, like, all your communication devices when you're fighting chaos. It's like, one, they're gonna fuck with you if they can talk to you. And two, technically you shouldn't have...
from Corda's last known location.
None register, my lord. I believe it's over. Devram Corda is dead.
Good. One less lackey for Abaddon to call upon.
Okay, let's see. Yep, everybody's had their move. I think all that's left to do this turn. Somewhere we have an invasion fleet coming. There it is. Where the hell's Jubal? What's up, Death Guard? Let's play. Can't say that I've ever had that experience, guys. I've never played in any tournament. For me, for the most part, tabletop was something I only played with
Collision
people I
protocols
actually
active.
like knew, not like strangers.
You have seized a strategic area. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
seized a strategic area. You have seized a strategic area.
Ah, I see. I don't blame you. Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Engage ancient red lines.
And this is why. We're gonna go ahead and do that. And the fleet's gonna get a bit closer.
Calculating vectors. Hostile signature detected.
And since they have more coming, we're gonna go ahead and drop a rad storm.
Focusing war site.
Fury interceptors in flight.
The enemy has seized a
Okay, there's
strategic
three
area.
of them. I know they're gonna try to get out of there. I should get at least one ship before it does. Something took a beating in there. Light cruiser? Good.
Hostile signature detected.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Let's see. I was just gonna tell him to launch bombers to kill this thing, but
Hostile
I think he's
signature
got
detected.
it.
Utter the canticles of battle.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Hostile signature detected.
Alright, let's do this.
Preserve the Omnisire. Begin rearmament.
So the Mechanicus fleet appears to be having a lot of fun right now.
State your order.
So that's all this is a pure Mechanicus fleet right here.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Weapons calibrated.
His shields might come up before we... No. I was gonna say, his shields might come up before he dies. Nope. Not at all. That was just straight up murder. That's what that was. But yeah, Michael, there's a ton of battles this stream. I think it's mostly since our fleets are built for a while until I... Son of a bastard. Until my fleets build up a bit more. Like, until my renown goes up. I can't really field more fleets. So yeah, there's a... Oh, I know you weren't complaining, Michael. I'm just saying.
So, we have a communication from Eldrathane Voidstinger.
Unexpected? Very well. Let me hear it.
Admiral Spire, I see you have survived where your puppet master did not.
Speak plainly, or not at all, Eldrathane.
Damn straight.
I merely observe that your Admiral Drang has met a deserved end, as has the vile Devram Korda. I am minded to forgive your trespasses upon the former's order, in gratitude for your ending the tyranny of the latter. Korda sent too many souls to the gullet of she who thirsts.
I see. And your vengeance for Craftworld Astara?
Consummated some time ago. You cannot be everywhere, Admiral, and the void is dangerous to primitives.
Dude.
Murdering Xenos.
Uh-huh.
Quiet, Commodore. Then what would you have of me, if not retribution?
Ivrain, emissary of Enid, believes that our races would be well served to face the archenemy together. She offers you a chance to prove your worthiness of such an alliance.
And how would I prove that worthiness?
Assist in the reclamation of an ancient artifact known as the Spirit Gate from the world of Lysis. In return, Ivrain offers an immediate cessation of violence and pact of mutual defense. You may confirm your acceptance through deed.
A truce with the perfidious Eldari? I forbid this course,
Where the fuck did you come from?
Inquisitor, I thought you had returned to Terra.
This matter called to me as more important than trivia concerning Inquisitor Valeria. You cannot trust the Eldari. You will ignore their request.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, we have an opportunity for more than an alliance. We have a chance to learn what the Eldari intend.
True enough. Very well. Proceed. But remember your loyalties, High Admiral.
Man, I'm gonna have to
Yes,
make a choice,
Inquisitor.
aren't I? Huh. I did say, given the opportunity, I would shoot Darkhammer in the face. I don't like the Eldar, but Darkhammer's a bit of a prick. So we have a something else. Well, if I could kill them both, yeah, that's the ideal way to sort it out. Okay, I have 2 ships in here that I could task to go south. Let's do that. Oh, you can't move as far. Okay. Where's that invasion? Ah, over there. Jabal. Okay, anything over here I can level up. Anything at all. Nope. Okay, so... looks like I need to send multiple fleets to Chinchar so I can, like, try to just take the Sentinel worlds. Technically, you don't have to miss the live streams. I mean, I do put them up on YouTube, you know, so you can always watch them there as well. Alright, so where are these missions? Chinchar. Yeah, I think I might start pushing towards the Lone Star system and Chinchar, so alright, let's go. Ooh, Lord, that's a hell of a hike down there. And you join up with them. Okay. So you have 5 fleets down here. Probably just max them all out so we can rip through those sectors as quickly as possible. Alright, let's end the turn. Bastard Necrons. Okay, so come on, guys, murder each other and be done with it. There we go. Are you fucking kidding me? Is that why you watch the live streams now? All right. Okay, have a fleet handling this shit up here. Good. I have incursions everywhere, though. Okay, you know what? You go away for a second. I can't see my shit. It's not Agrippina. Ah, we have 2 invasions in Chinchar.